Yeah. Cold shit. I ain't come with goons, but I'm well connected. Walk in the room, it's pop, 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 like you got rejected. Let me see if you qualify or not. Spinning up in a tinted truck, riding around your block. Busy man. I get a word, he ain't this shit from top to bottom like a motherfucking ceiling fan. Hopping out the rental van, on my way to LAX. Brothers out in Cali and they killers out of every set. But I ain't crippin' on no blood. One West, all my niggas got it out the mud. Put your face on a t-shirt, memory of niggas acting tough on them songs, that's the drugs. I don't need no cases, all my pistols clean. So now I weigh my options, used to use the triple beam. Used to get the wop, mix it with the nicotine. Now I travel state to state and put on for my team.
The fuck wrong with them? Ain't on my level, I should let my dog get them. I see niggas and they feelings, I don't feel them. Kick that Glocky with me, it was like a ball with them. We at the end, I gotta stay patient. They hate me, Lord, I gotta stay dangerous. You one of them? Yeah. What's the problem? I'm wrong west, go to war with everybody. Cut the grass for the snake, fuck the gossip. Front line with them soldiers, that's my posture. Gun drawn, tryna curse an imposter. Shit get out the pocket, go to war with everybody, yeah. Shit that hate make it to the featherweights. Niggas claim they hard, but they sweeter than a debit cake. Hold on, think it's time to introduce. I'm a man and a beast and a stepper and a ruler. Hold on, and a G and a soldier and a mover. Hold on, and a killer and a prophet and a shooter, nigga. Try to stay humble, my shit crazy. Cold leader, need the blue stripes, no brick bags. Can't be serious, you a funny boy, young fly. Look wrong, must be a dummy, I ain't gun shy. Fuck that little bitch, she a hook. Niggas swear he the goat, bring him to the bush. To the bush. The fuck wrong with him? Ain't on my level, I should let my dog get him. Niggas in they feelings, I don't feel them. Kid the Glocky with me, it was like a ball with him. We at the end, gotta stay patient. They hate me, Lord, I gotta stay patient. You one of them? What's the problem? I'm one West, go to war with everybody.
I'm from Philly, it get hot, you catch a cold case. I'm one West, these brothers tryna set my soul straight. They done turned me to a prophet from a demon, and I'm locked in this shit and I ain't leaving. Ski mask transform to war mode like I'm Voltron. Stamp on my head and my chest from the most high. Put something tight around your neck like a bow tie. Got my niggas waiting charged up like they phone died.
Red letter, drip clean, it looks so fly. Claim he riding, that's why I left his ass roadside. He gon' die, skyscraper to a nosedive. 9mm plus P, fuck a 4-5. The fuck wrong with him? Ain't on my level, I should let my dog get him. I see niggas and they feelings, I don't feel them. Kick that Glocky with me, it was like a ball with him. We at the end, I gotta stay patient. They hate me, Lord, I gotta stay dangerous. You one of them? Yeah. What's the problem? I'm one West, go to war with everybody.
Hey, Shalom, Yahweh Shemi Al-Shai Barakatah. Shalom, Yahweh Shemal Atah Bashemi Al-Shai. I'm Priest Officer Karata, holding down this Tuesday Brotherhood class. Give me 1 second. Sound a little staticky. I don't know why. I just had to bear with me. Appreciate everybody for signing in, checking in. I see y'all. If you have any questions, feel free to type them in. Of course, we're going to go over gaining a brother, proving a friend, and having the Lord on your side. All these things tie in together. You know what I'm saying? Proving a brother. Gaining a brother, having friends, and having the Lord on your side tie in together. You know, this is a Tuesday Brotherhood class, so you know we're gonna tie in, bring out that brotherhood. Let me get my precepts in order. If y'all have any questions, feel free. On or off the topic, if I can answer them, I will. You understand? Let's see. Right. Who can tell me, my first question I want to pose towards the class. If y'all can hear me fine, please type in the 1W in the chat. I would greatly appreciate it. And who can tell me after that? I'm gonna pose a question to everybody. Who can tell me what is the importance of gaining a brother? You know what I'm saying? What is the importance of that? I'm obviously gonna give y'all the answer, but I'm just saying I want to see what y'all think initially. And obviously, when I say brother, I do mean sisters as well. So when we talk about the brotherhood, we're talking about the sisterhood as well. So what is the importance of gaining a brother or a sister? Right? That's the question I pose. What is the importance of gaining a brother or a sister? Let me get this. Let me find this place up real quick. Give me 1 second, y'all. All right. So the importance of gaining a brother, the importance of having brotherhood and showing brotherhood, the importance of doing the things that you may hear in the Bible is important to maintain and maintaining the brotherhood. The importance of these things are it pleases the Lord. You see what I'm saying? It pleases the Most High God when we do these things. That's the most important thing. You want to please the Most High God, and when the Lord sees that brothers and sisters are coming together, brothers and sisters can go to Him and Him alone. Brothers and sisters can confidently and righteously handle their problems, righteously handle their afflictions, righteously, gather together and not do nothing wicked. When the Lord sees that, He sees a beautiful thing, right? We're gonna get Proverbs, Psalms 123, Psalms 133. So please forgive me. Let's get that real quick. Psalms 133 and 1. It pleases the Lord when He sees brothers and sisters dwelling together, being around one another, right? And this is the precept to prove it. Psalms 133 and 1. Behold, how good and how pleasant it is for brethren to dwell together in unity. It is like the precious ointment upon the head that ran down upon the beard, even Aaron's beard, and went down to the skirts of his garments, right? So the Lord is saying this, it's a beautiful thing to see brothers and sisters dwelling together in unity. It's a beautiful thing seeing a sister speak to another sister appropriately, nicely. You know what I'm saying? And if they don't, them handling it in a righteous way. It's a beautiful thing in the Lord, from the Lord to see that. You see what I'm saying? He counts that as a precious thing to see a brother. If they have a disagreement, they can go to Him and Him alone, and in their talking, in them discussing the issue, they now are closer. That's how you get. That's gaining somebody. You see what I'm saying? Now, what would be the opposite of that is pushing somebody away. You see what I mean? The opposite of that is not gaining a brother, losing a soul. For you brothers out there. So, like, if it does have the static, is it bad? Let me see. Let me see if I can fix that real quick. Give me 1 second. Hey, Shalom, Lord Christ. Salakia. Yeah, that's like, I don't think if it's still static, yeah, it's nothing much I can do. Salaki, you just have to bear with me, brother. Yeah, it's not much I can do about that. I'm trying to check it right here on my end. It's not much I can do about that. I'm trying to check it right here. Okay, it sounds good to me. Salaki. All right, so what I was saying was, if y'all could just like and share the class, Baba Kashab. All right. Behold, how good and how pleasant, Psalms 133:1, how good and how pleasant it is for brothers to dwell together in unity. It is like a precious ointment upon the head that ran down upon the beard, even Aaron's beard that went down to the skirts of his garments, right? Now, what I was saying is the Lord looks at brothers and sisters coming together and following after his ways, even whether they're having disagreements or not. The importance of gaining a brother and it's because it pleases the Lord. You see what I'm saying? It pleases the Lord to see brothers together, brothers coming together, brothers handling issues in a righteous manner, sisters coming together, handling issues in a righteous manner. You see what I'm saying? Those things are beautiful in the sight of the Lord. Now, if you don't handle things in this way, if you don't handle things in this manner, you are not gaining said brother or sister. You see what I'm saying? Like a brother or sister should be able to come to each other and should come to each other if they have an issue. Really, it shouldn't be no issues. But things happen. Things get said, or too many drinks have been had, or whatever the case may be. And or just none of that's involved. It's just something happened. But it's beautiful to the Lord to be able to see that a sister can speak kindly, even in her offense, and then hash it out as one. You see what I'm saying? And gain each other and be close with one another. You see what I'm saying? That's beautiful in the eyes of the Lord to see that she really cares about this sister. You see what I'm saying? And that in her caring for this sister or for this brother, they're able to come together, speak as adults, speak and settle the matter. You see what I'm saying? That's beautiful in the sight of the Lord. So if you don't do those type of things, you're not gaining a brother or sister. You're pushing each other away. You're causing division between one another. You see what I'm saying? Like going to a person and going to him and him alone is a very important thing, and most Israelites don't like to do it. They don't like to be confrontational. They don't like to. They feel like, what do I need to go to him and him alone for? And the purpose of that is that person now gets a chance to correct their mistakes. You're giving that person a chance to right the wrong before you just go over their head and take them to a council. You see what I'm saying? You're giving the person the ability to be sorrowful, the ability to reconcile the situation. You see what I'm saying? By you skipping that step, by you just not even doing this step, and just basically, let's say you don't even take it into account. Now you're just talking bad about the person. You're causing division. You see what I'm saying? And you're pushing. You're causing a divide in the brotherhood, in the sisterhood. You see what I'm saying? These things tend to get looked over because it's easier to just not say nothing. You see what I'm saying? It's easier to just, okay, I'm not going to go to council. I don't want to go through that hassle. I don't want to even pull this person to the side, whether it's right now or whether it's the next day. You see what I'm saying? Maybe the time period might be, oh, this person just offended me. I don't know. I'm going to use a small example. They stepped on my shoe. Really hurt myself. Really hurt me. Now, I'm offended that they weren't being cautious enough. So instead of going to this person or waiting till they're by themselves or waiting for the right moment to approach and address the situation, you see what I'm saying? I now start a rumor. This person just begin getting on and they step on people's shoes and they just get sloppy and messy. Yeah, he's dirty. Like you start that. When the person is not even really like that. Maybe they didn't even see you there. But by skipping that step, one, you're not listening to the Lord. And two, you're causing a division, a divide between the brothers. You see what I'm saying? When you can just simply go to that person. It's not hard. We as Israelites have to learn how to do that. It's the easy thing is to just talk your mess. The easy thing is just to ignore it or go above the person without going to him and him alone. That's the easy thing to do. You see what I'm saying? Do the hard thing. Do the thing that you don't want to do. Because the thing that you don't want to do is the right thing. You know what I'm saying? Israelites don't want to do the right thing. That's a problem. The right thing, doing the right thing should always be at the forefront of your mind, at the forefront of your thought process, doing the right thing. You understand? Being cautious of what am I doing? What am I saying? How am I acting? Is this in ordinance or is this in line with the right thing? This class is going to be a simple reminder of things you may have already heard, things you may know. But it's important that you hear it again. You understand? Because we tend to not do the right things. Because maybe one time you just in your feelings too much and you don't care about the right thing. You understand? That can't happen. We too close to the end for little things like this to slip through the cracks. What they say, you gotta dot your I's and cross your T's, or cross your T's and dot your I's. You gotta make sure in these times that you are moving and doing the right things. And gaining brothers and sisters is one of them. Being kind, of handling disagreements in a proper fashion, all the little small things matter. That's why they made it to the Bible. You understand? That's why they're in the Bible. Because it matters. We're too close to the end. The kingdom is soon at hand. Christ is soon returning for us to allow little things like this to cause division between a brother or a sister. And on the flip side of that, learn to let some things go. If a brother or sister apologize, Salakia, my bad. You know what? I didn't see it that way. Now I do. Forgive me. I'm sorry. Move forward with that brother and sister. You gained each other. They said sorry. It shouldn't be a sorry from the person in the world, like how they might do it. They might not really mean it. But if you pull a brother to sister or sister to the side and they say Salakia, trust that they mean it. You understand? Trust that they mean it. The times is at hand for us to gain the world, Israel, for us to gain and be great. You see what I'm saying? It's that time. Don't let the little things slip from your mind. You know what I'm saying? Don't let your feelings get that much involved that you jump over the little things. You understand? Like these classes like this got to get taught. Every class can't be Revelation breakdowns. You see what I'm saying? I gotta remind y'all of the small things, because the small things is plaguing us as well. These are things we tend to forget. We tend to look over, or our day-to-day life, our emotions get in the way. We can't let this happen. We always got to follow the steps, because the Lord looks at it as a beautiful thing, as a pleasant thing to see what us do the little things, us do the things that matter. You understand? It pleases him to see us coming together. That's unity. That's unity. I'm offended, and then I go to that brother, and that brother apologizes. Now we coming back. Now we become closer. Or it's a situation, and then I might not realize it, and then the brother is offended, and we fix it out. That's unity. Now we closer than ever. Now the wall is dropped. Now we can actually move on. I know that, hey, if I ever got a problem, I can just holler at this brother, and it'll give you confidence to holler at the next person that may offend you. You start letting your family offend you. Your family getting, you telling them, hey, look, see, I don't like the way you was talking to me like that, ma, or sister, or whoever your family, cousin. You know what I'm saying? Whoever you surround your family, surround yourself around. You got to go to him and him alone, them too. If they Israelite, talk to them alone. Tell them. You might not be able to take them to a council, but talk to them. Tell them your offense. Practice it there if you can't practice it in the school. But do it. That's the point, right? We're going to move on from that. We get to Matthew 16:26. Let's get over on this. Because it's all about gaining the world. And just how you want to gain the world is the same way you got to gain brothers. The same way you want to gain this world and rule and do the right things is the same way you got to gain a brother. Let me get Matthew 16:26. For what is Matthew chapter 16, verse 26? For what is a man profiteth if he shall gain the whole world and shall lose his own soul? Or what shall man give in exchange for his soul? Right? So why am I pulling this? Just like I said, just how you want to gain, just how a man will go gain the world, just how a man will go out and want to achieve greatness. You should have that same zeal to want to go out and get brothers, bring the souls in to serve the Lord. You see what I'm saying? It's our job as brothers and sisters. It's our job as definitely you men to be an example to brothers and sisters in the world and show them that where the light is. Show them where the truth is. Show them that this is where you need to be. That's important. And you show that through your actions. That's how you gain them. That's how you fish a brother in. That's how you fish a sister in. You can't be out here saying you went to school and then you looking like a brother or acting like just like a brother or sister in the world. You know what I'm saying? You coming over on holidays and it's all good and all good. Like, you know, I'm just here. No, you got to be a brother that is the light. Look, man, show them that you don't even need to do that. You know what I'm saying? By the way you talk, by the way you act, by how you are, you're that example to them. That matters in the eyes of the Lord. The Lord is watching that. You see what I'm saying? Let me find this precept in Ezekiel real quick. Give me 1 second. I got it, but I can't think of it. If y'all have any questions, Baba Kashab, type them in. I think it's 30. Right? All right, Ezekiel chapter 33, verse 7. So thou, O son of man, I have set thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore thou shalt hear the word at my mouth and shalt warn them from me. Right? You got to look over these. You got to look at these brothers and sisters as a watchman. You know what I'm saying? As a watchman watches over his area, as he secures his zone, and be an example to them, so they can make the right choices. They in the world. They're not gonna make the right choices. They're gonna mess up. They don't know. You see what I'm saying? But you know better. So if you know better and you looking like them, you putting on, you know, I wouldn't say putting on. You want to try to emulate yourself to be, when you're around them, you trying to be like them in their space, trying to be fit into their space. You're not being a good watchman. You know what I'm saying? You're being no different. They don't see nothing from you. But if you're a brother that is even in their space, it's your space. And they can see that, eventually, Lord willing, they can come into the truth. They'll see that, and that'll inspire them. You see what I'm saying? That'll inspire them. Watch over your soul. Watch over your how you are. Move forward. This is the process of gaining brothers, not pushing people away. You know what I'm saying? You talking to a person super harshly, super roughly. You know what I'm saying? You have no tact in your tone, in your speech. These type of things don't multiply friends. It said, scripture say in Proverbs, a man that have friends must show himself friendly. You know what I'm saying? In order to gain these brothers and sisters, you got to show yourself friendly to them and talk to them in the right way. Talk to them with tact. Talk to them with dignity. And be an example to them. Just like these other nations will see us following the laws and doing the things and say this old, great, and understanding people, I'm paraphrasing, of course. Brothers and sisters in the world will see you, what you're doing, and say, this is a great and understanding person. Maybe I need to get on the type of time they on, if they have an ear. You know, you're going to have your ignorant people that's just like, oh, he in that COVID, he doing that. You got to ignore that and still push past that and do what you do, because there is somebody that wants to see that. There is somebody that's searching for that. And the moment you slack off and not be that, you're going to turn that soul away. You're not going to gain that, brother. You know what I'm saying? All right? Let me get this in Ecclesiasticus real quick. Bear with me one sec. All right, Ecclesiasticus chapter 6. Damn, where's it at? All right, chapter 6, verse 7. All right, we're going to go into proving a friend. So, hopefully, you understand that gaining a brother is important in many different aspects. You understand? Gaining a brother is important on how you deal with them, mainly. How you deal with them. How you act with them. How you treat them. How you talk with them. There's a lot of precepts. I can pull them if y'all want to, on how to speak to one another. There's a lot of precepts on how to act towards one another. And all of those things will bring you closer into gaining a brother or sister. You see what I'm saying? Do those things. Do those little things, because the Lord is pleased to see you do those things. The Lord is pleased to see that my people care enough about each other to do the thing that they don't want to do. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't want to go to that person, him alone. You don't. All right, Ecclesiasticus chapter 6, verse 7. If thou wouldest get a friend, prove him first, and be not hasty to credit him. Right? For some man is a friend for his own occasion, and will not abide in the day of trouble. Right? So this is about proof. We're going to get into proving a friend. Now, brothers and sisters that's in this truth, you've been proven. You went through your time. You know what I'm saying? You've been proven. Let your reputation speak. Like, we have to lean on our reputation in the school. That's the ways of old. You lean on the reputation, on who you are. Now, your reputation can change. It can, just like the Lord can take his spirit from you. Right? You can have a great reputation, and then it can change to a poor reputation. You can have a poor reputation, and it can change to a great reputation. Right? So, but the point is to have a great reputation and maintain it. And how do you maintain it? You maintain it by doing the things, I'm going to keep saying it, doing the little things. You know what I'm saying? Speaking to a brother, checking on the brother, calling the brother. You know what I'm saying? Calling the brother, being a part of their or each other's, I want to just say it's not just one way, but being a part of each other's life. That builds a reputation. Now, how do you think people just want to say, oh, this is a great person, but you don't talk to nobody? Oh, this is a good brother. I can depend on this brother, but you don't ever be dependable. You have to do the things, the small things. I'm telling y'all, it's the small things that's going to get you. And doing those small things, you in turn prove yourself. You prove yourself to a person. Dang, I didn't look at that person like that, but now I do. It's a good brother. Dang, and it just glorifies the Lord even more. It glorifies the truth even more. You get what I'm saying? Because now it makes the person look at like, dang, if it wasn't for this brotherhood, that person will not do this for me. If it wasn't for the Lord, that person will not do this for me. It now, in turn, endears that person more to the Lord. You see what I'm saying? It now, in turn, endears that person more into the truth. Now they're gonna go do something more, gonna do something more incredible for the next brother. You see what I'm saying? You just now proved yourself to these brothers and sisters that I'm a good person. I stand by this word. It's like it, sir. Can we get the precepts on how to talk and deal with each other, brother Kashan? Come on. I'll get some of those for you. Give me 1 second. I'm pulling. All right. You're gonna put these in your how to speak. This is how I got it in the label in my notes. How to speak or power of the tongue, right? You got Ecclesiasticus 6 and 5. Let me see if I can pull that for you right here. I'm right here in Ecclesiasticus. Oh, we in the same verse. Salaki. Go 2 verses up from where we at. Sweet language will multiply friends, and a fair speaking tongue will increase kind greetings. You see what I'm saying? That's one of them right there. Ecclesiasticus 6 and 5. If you talking to a person rudely, nobody's gonna want to be around you. If you don't know how to talk and deal with brothers, nobody's gonna want to be around you. Nobody's gonna want to be your friend. If you walk through the door, let's say you've been there, young man, be at the school. Let's say if I walk in the building, I don't say nothing to nobody. And I just sit in the back of the class. They gonna be like, what's wrong with this brother? Now imagine if I did that all the time. Nobody's gonna want to be around you. I'm bringing bad energy. My spirit is bringing down the whole vibe. You see what I'm saying? That's not going to multiply friends. 1, because your attitude, and 2, because you don't ever talk to nobody to get to know somebody to be their friend. You see what I'm saying? But a sweet language will multiply friends, and a fair speaking tongue will increase kind greetings. This ties hand in hand to what I was saying about your reputation. Speak to a brother. You might not be as familiar to him, but you can speak to him, and they're going to remember that. You see what I'm saying? They're going to remember that. Oh, yeah, I got brother. Yeah, man. It's a cool brother right there. He spoke to me. He said, what's up? He said, Shalom, Yahabashina, Shabrak, Shalom on Christ, if his head was covered. You see what I'm saying? Those things multiply friends. Those things are pleasurable. But it's something that we would consider a small thing. Something that can be looked over. You see what I'm saying? But these are the things the Lord is looking at and is pleased with. Right? Give me James 1 and 19. This is another one. I'm probably going to go like 2 of these and then 2 more and I'll leave it be. Because I got a whole breakdown on this. Is there a specific thing you was looking for? Hold on. I just seen something wrong. Hey, we're going to get James 1 and 19. And then I'm going to get Ecclesiastes 23 and 7. Keep those 3. These 3 get straight to the point. You see what I'm saying? Ecclesiastes It's like Ecclesiasticus 6 and 5, James 1 and 19 through 22, and Ecclesiasticus 23, 7 through 8. We're going to go to James right now. We just read Ecclesiasticus 6 and 5. Bear with me, y'all. Because I would be, it would low-key make me like standoffish from a brother or sister. Like, damn, you come up in here, you ain't saying nothing to nobody. Damn, what's wrong with you? Now I'm going to go up to you. Shalom, Lord Christ, what's good? You know what I'm saying? Maybe I need to help you get that demon off your back. Hey, Shalom, Lord Christ, sir. Dang, why can't I find James right now? I'm pulling on my phone. We're going to go James 1. What I say? 1 and 19. All right. The book of James, chapter 1, verse 19. Wherefore, my beloved brethren, let every man be swift to hear and slow to speak, slow to wrath. For wrath of man worketh not righteousness of God. Right? So sometimes you got to listen more. That's controlling your tongue. You see what I'm saying? That's how you will speak to a brother. You speak to a brother by hearing a brother, by listening to a brother, by being receptive to a sister. You see what I'm saying? Not to that bull crap. Not to that that naysaying and that gossiping. But being receptive, let's say, if it was an offense. Now you can hear, you're listening, be slow, you being slow to speak. You ain't just interrupting somebody and they talking. That's controlling your tongue. That's doing the right things. Because that shows respect for what that person is saying. You see what I'm saying? You gotta have respect for what we have to have respect for what each other is saying to one another. If we can't do this, how the heck you think Christ is gonna come back and give us the kingdom of heaven to rule the world? You want to rule the world, but you can't rule your tongue? You want to rule the world, but you can't rule your own self, control yourself? Make that make sense. You want Christ to give you power? You don't know how to gain it, brother. You don't know how to be friendly to a person. You don't know how to maintain a good reputation. Make that make sense. But you want the kingdom of heaven. That don't make sense. And you're most likely not going to get it. Because you can't do the little things. You can't abide in what the Lord is telling you to do. You want to look over this part. Because you want the greater part. You want the part that, just magically give me the kingdom of heaven. Now I'm going to roll and I got maids and slaves and this and this and that. Now I'm on top. But you're going to be in the kingdom of heaven treating brothers wrong? Treating sisters wrong? No, this is your time to get it right now. To fix these little things now. And show Christ and show the Lord that I'm gonna do what's pleasing unto you. I'm gonna do what's pleasing unto you. If you say it's beautiful for us to dwell together in unity, if you say I should talk rightly, talk nicely to one another, if I should listen to a brother, you know what I'm saying? Then Lord, I'm gonna do that for you. And I'm gonna do that not only for me, for you, but for myself as well. And for the sake of that brother. So I can give the school a good reputation. So I can give myself a good reputation. My household a good reputation. And ultimately, I'm pleasing the Lord. It works out when you do the little things. It's called fundamentals. For y'all that don't know. Some of the best players in any sport, they stick to the fundamentals. They're fundamentally sound. They're greats, elites. We need to maintain these fundamentals and keep them in ourselves. Don't let the demon get in your mind and cause you to err. Matter of fact, give me James 1 and 16. Do not err, my beloved brethren. You can't err. Don't let the demon get in your mind and cause you to err. Oh, brothers ain't messing with me. Brothers don't care about me. This sister don't. Whatever the hell the demon is. Stay stand fast and being fundamentally sound, keeping the demons out, and being a good brother that pleases the Lord. Right? Last precept on this, Ecclesiasticus 23. And 7. Right? The book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 23, verse 7. Hear ye, O children, the discipline of the mouth. He that keepeth it shall never be taken in his lips. The sinner shall be left in his foolishness. Both the evil speaker and the proud shall fall thereby. You understand? Meaning what? You got to be a brother that has a disciplined mouth and not be taken by your words. You ever seen somebody just talking so much and they just sound so unbelievable? And then they say something, you like, so, and then you ask them about it because you know how they gonna prove this? But you just ask them about it. Okay, so show me. And then they go and then they give you a whole nother story to cover up the fact that they can't show you what they just was talking about. That's a fool being taken by his lips. That's somebody just running their mouth too much. The Lord's telling you, don't be like that. Have some discipline in your mouth. Have some discipline in your speech. Don't be taken by your lips. Because the sinner does that. The sinner shall be left in his foolishness. Both the evil speaker and the proud shall fall thereby. You're going to fall by what you're saying. Fall by how you're talking. You got to control your mouth. All right? We off that. Controlling your mouth is important. I'm trying to tell you. Learning how to speak is important. This is fundamental. This is being a brother one-on-one. Being a sister one-on-one. Where was I at? I was in Ecclesiasticus 6, right? And the reason we was at Ecclesiasticus 6, right? 6 and 8. For some man is a friend for his own occasion and will not abide in the day of trouble. And that will not abide in the day of thy trouble. Meaning, some people you got to prove somebody first. Because some people just want to be your friend for their own gain. For their own selfish manipulation. You understand? Hey, on the bar, brother, anytime. That's how it is. Some brothers just want to be, they have their own agenda, which is not righteous. You know what I'm saying? And there's a friend who being turned into enmity and strife will discover thy reproach. Meaning there's a friend that will expose you, expose how you came to him in confidence, the secrets that you told him, the things that you was going through, and try to make you look bad. This is a person that don't know how to keep their mouth shut. That doesn't know how to be a good friend. That is emotional. We all came across these type of people. And the Lord is telling you, don't be like that type of person. Definitely not in here. You think I'm going to expose this? The Lord is going to expose you. You know what I'm saying? Because that's not how you're supposed to be. It's not how you're supposed to act. Like, if any of y'all got children, how you act, your children is going to grow up and act the same. Or if they don't act the same because they've seen something different, they're going to despise you for being that way. Like, we have to be a great example to these children. That's gaining souls too. That's gaining brothers and sisters too. Your children. Those are souls that the Lord put under your care. And if you can't gain them, don't get me wrong, some people's children, All children ain't gonna be good people. It's like it. But you have a duty to instill into them the right things, the good things. You understand? And if you can't do that, and your example of them to them is a loudmouth or a deceitful person or a disloyal, poor reputation person, they're gonna grow up to be the same way. Because it's okay because daddy was like that way. It's okay to be like this because mama was this way. Some examples of a brother and sister that proved themselves. But that I was like, so what would be some examples of a brother or sister that proved themselves? A brother and sister that proved themselves. An example of that would be Commander Jr. That's the first one that comes to my mind. That's a great example of a brother and sister that proved themselves. He stood through the test of time, or he showed himself to be a friendly person. He showed himself to be a good brother. You see what I'm saying? A sister that proved herself, shows herself to be the fruits of her tree are good. You see what I'm saying? People love her. People treat her with respect because of who she is and what she has done. You see what I'm saying? And sometimes you might have to keep proving yourself because, like brothers, like we still gotta keep putting in work, keep putting in work. People need to keep consistently see that you are solid. People need to consistently see it's a job. People need to consistently see that you are a good, solid sister, that you are a pillar. That's somebody that's proved themselves. They're good. They're known. Like so like, oh, y'all, this dang, that's crazy. This might die. So it's like it's a string, and I'm gonna keep going to the dub, but the string don't end prematurely. That's crazy. So excuse me if it does. But a brother or sister that just solidified, that's somebody that's proven themselves. You come into the truth, you did your 90 days, you proven another example, you proving yourself to be able or worthy enough to share yourself for the world. You see what I'm saying? That's somebody that's proven themselves. Your brother is made it to the rank of any rank, honestly, but you made it to the rank of a captain. You proving yourself to be able to handle this workload. You see what I'm saying? A sister that is good, you prove to your husband that, hey, I can handle this household without you being here. Don't worry about it. When you get back, everything's all good, or I'm proving to you that I can fight my demons.